Hi everybody, it's your boy Hibernian here, and I'm here to talk about the best transfer deadline day deals in Premier League history. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Honourable mention, Jermaine Defoe to Tottenham Hotspurs. Defoe left West Ham in 2004, already an experienced striker in his own right. He moved to Tottenham Hotspur and did a lot of great things, including scoring 5 goals against Wigan Athletic. Defoe is more remembered now for his time at Sunderland. He achieved a lot there, being an established Premier League goal scorer. So there's no doubt in my mind that Tottenham signed one of the best deadline day transfers in Premier League history. However, just not enough to make the top 5. My apologies to anybody that thinks differently. 5th place, Andre Arshavin from St. Petersburg to Arsenal FC. The winger, Andre Arshavin, proved himself as a Premier League quality in 2009, signing on the deadline day for Arsenal. As a winger, in 105 appearances, he scored 23 goals, which for a winger is actually quite impressive. Arsenal was struggling at the time after building the Emirates Stadium, so this was an expensive signing that did actually pull off quite well, as they maintained 4th place for a few years after this building of the Emirates. Arshavin made himself a legendary player in the Premier League after a 4-4 game against Liverpool, where he scored 4 goals against a title race in the Liverpool side. Ended his career in 2018, not being able to make it into the Russian World Cup squad, unfortunately. However, he did have a very good career, and that deserves this spot. Arsenal have made a lot of deadline day deals, and this will not be the last one we see, unfortunately. So this could be an Arsenal-centric video, most likely. 4th place, Javier Mascherano, West Ham to Liverpool. Mascherano left West Ham in 2007 to go to Liverpool. 2 seasons after, Liverpool were in a title challenge against Man United and were performing very, very well. That was the first real title challenge Liverpool had since the Premier League began. And a lot of it is thanks to the signing of Torres, Mascherano, Alonso, and Gerrard. All of those players played very well together, making a strong core to that Liverpool side. Mascherano went on to go play on for Barcelona and did very well there, being one of their best centre-backs, partnership with Piqué. He also played DM there as well, so he's very versatile in defensive positions. Quite small, being 5'9", but very good in the ball and very strong defensively. Mascherano will be remembered as an elite-level player that managers nowadays would want to have in their team. Arguably one of the best defensive players that Argentina has ever produced, and will be remembered very fondly, both in England and in Spain. 3rd place, and one of the saddest stories in football, Dele Alli, MK Dons to Tottenham Hotspur. Jude Bellingham is what we thought Dele Alli was going to be. A world-class, elite-level attacking midfielder that can get you 20 goals a season, as well as great numbers and assists. The fall-off was massive under Jose Mourinho. His body was not in the same place that it was when he was younger, and he ended up struggling for minutes and for game time. He left Tottenham in 2022 after making 181 appearances and scoring 51 goals. After he left, he played for clubs like Everton, Besiktas, and Como, not really getting much minutes, only playing 13 games for both Everton and Besiktas. He played 37 games for the English national team between 2015 and 2019, scoring 3 goals. It's sad to see where Dele Alli is nowadays. At 30 years old, I think a move back to MK Dons would do him very well, as he started his career there. He might as well end it there, at the place he was born. 2nd place, but always coming in first in a sprint off, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Dortmund to Arsenal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is probably one of the most iconic strikers of the 2010s, playing for both Dortmund and Arsenal. Aubameyang was known for being fast and strong, as well as being really good at finishing. He was a legendary striker in both the Bundesliga and the Premier League. He was iconic for a lot of reasons, mainly his pace. However, he did score a lot of goals for Arsenal during this period, and will be remembered as an elite level striker at the Premier League level. Aubameyang scored 98 goals in 144 appearances for Borussia Dortmund and 68 goals in 128 appearances for Arsenal. That is a goal return, a very, very strong goal return for any striker. 1st place, and a now biting finish. Luis Suarez, Ajax to Liverpool. First place might be controversial, but Luis Suarez thrives in controversy. Arguably one of the best strikers in the 2010s, Luis Suarez made himself synonymous with on-field antics, like biting Chiellini at the World Cup to racially abusing Patrice Evra. But beyond that, when you play as well as Luis Suarez on a pitch, you can do whatever you like to your opponents. It doesn't matter. Luis Suarez's goal records is astronomical. In 110 games for Ajax, he scored 81 goals. In 110 games for Liverpool, he scored 69 goals. In 191 games for Barcelona, he scored 147 goals. And in 67 games for Atletico Madrid, he scored 32 goals. As well as playing for Inter Miami, in 68 games for Inter Miami, he scored 39 goals. He is a definition of a goal machine, and he is unstoppable at his best, which is every game, basically. So that was my top 5 best deadline day transfers in the Premier League. Please tell me what you think. Please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Hibernians.